Hello students, welcome back once again. This is our English teacher Himanshi ma'am, and today we are going to start a new topic. But before we do that, what are the three things that you all will do? Do I have to tell you again today? I don't think so. You all know that first you have to click on the like button. Quickly click on the like button and like this video. Next, you have to share this video with all your classmates. And third thing, you have to make sure that all of you who are watching this video are my subscribers. That's right. Now students, we have completed 3 chapters in course book as well as 1 chapter which was very lengthy in grammar. So now it is finally time to start with the writing skill. And today I am going to start with the writing skill which is going to be very interesting for me to explain and for you to practice. And we both will do it together in the upcoming videos. So be attentive, pay attention and make sure you do it correctly. So students, the first writing skill that we are going to start in class 8 is email writing. Electronic mail writing. That is right. That is exactly what we are going to start today. Now students, in this video lesson, first of all, I will discuss some important points related to the format. Then I will write one email for all of you and explain to you the content and the language which is appropriate for email writing. Then we will understand the difference between a personal email and a professional email, like emails that are written to any official authority, administrative authority for any professional work, and as well as personal emails for best wishes, congratulatory wishes, or just personal communication. So these are the things that we are going to discuss in the topic email writing. So everyone pay attention. Now students, the first thing that we are going to discuss is we are going to discuss the email writing format. What exactly happens when you write an email? What should be the language? What should be the way? What comes first? What comes last? Everything we are going to discuss in this video lesson. So please pay attention. Okay, so now students, please pay attention here. Your topic is email writing. Now let us look at the definition. It is the method of digital communication used for both personal and professional reasons. It is also called as electronic media. It is an environment-friendly way of globally connecting with each other. Now, as we were discussing, there were some points to remember, which we must all know. Number 1, keep your content short and to the point. That is very important because in an email writing, there is always a word limit, and whether it is professional or it is personal, we should always say things in brief or in short. Number 2, follow the format strictly. Later, after this, we will discuss the format which you need to follow strictly whenever you are writing an email. Number 3, always use proper greetings in the start and end of the email. Students, it is very important. Very similar to letter writing. When we write both formal letter or informal letter, we always have greetings. Dear sir, dear madam, and all these things. We have to follow the same in email writing. Number 4, use of correct punctuation is must. Beta, whenever you are writing the paragraphs in an email, you cannot use all letters as small. You cannot use all letters as capital. We have to make sure we are using proper use of punctuation. Number 5, the subject of the mail should be short, like 1 or 2 words only. So students, if you remember when we used to do letter writing, whether it is letter to editor or leave application, we always have a subject. And in those days also, I used to always explain that a subject is supposed to be a very short way. Hardly 1 or 2 words should be mentioned. Next, CC in a mail stands for carbon copy and BCC stands for blind carbon copy. Okay students? Now students, format of email writing. Before we learn how to write an email, these are again some few points we have to keep in mind. Number 1, make an email ID. Now, of course, if you want to practice the question of email writing, or generally in your personal life also you want to practice email writing, you should definitely have an email ID. So first of all, I inform all the students that today itself you all must make an email ID which will be personally yours. Okay, if you are unable to do so, you can take help of your parents, your elder siblings, or you can ask me in the comment box. But you all should have an email ID from today onwards, which should only be used for this practice purpose. Number 2, go on compose a new mail option. When you will open the email ID account, there will be an option called compose a new mail. You have to click on it when you have to start a new email. Number 3, keep your notes ready in rough and avoid spelling mistakes. Students, you all know that I am very strict about spelling mistakes, whatever kind of work you are doing. Even I have mentioned it about your spelling errors in the comment box. So once again, I am reminding all of you that whenever you are doing the question of email writing, it's better that in rough notes you are having the paras ready, whatever you want to write in an email, so that you do not make any spelling mistake even by chance. Number 4, give proper spacing between start point, paragraph and end point. Yes students, it is very important. Even if it is a personal email or it is a professional email, your spacing is very important. You don't want your words to mix together because of bad spacing and look confusing to the receiver of the email. So it's very important that when you start the email, after that you leave some space between your paragraphs, and then again when you want to end your email, again there should be a space in between. Now students, once again look at the screen. This is the exact format which you will find when you will open an original email account and go to the compose option. I have written here as a format to explain all of you. When you will start practicing, you will find these same points over there. Number 1, the column will be written as to, where you have to mention the receiver's email ID. That means to whomsoever you are sending the email, that person's email ID should be written in the first column. Second, subject, short form of the content. Whatever paragraphs you want to mention, in short you have to write in the subject as second column. Number 3 and number 4, look carefully, CC and BCC. These are optional. You are not supposed to use it every time you are writing an email. CC means carbon copy, which is used when you want to send the same email to more than one person. Next, BCC. This column is referred as blind carbon copy. When you are sending the same email to multiple people but you are not expecting a response in between. Next, after this, CC and BCC optional, which you will not choose currently, which you will only choose when you are sending it to multiple people. You will find a big large column which will include the main body of the email, which will be a blank space where you will write the email. In that main body, you will start with the greetings like dear sir or dear madam. This greeting is referred for professional use. When you are writing a personal email, you can directly write the name of the person. For example, dear A, dear B, dear C, like that. Next, information to be delivered. Whatever you want to say through the email, through this electronic mail, that should be referred after the greeting, but you have to make sure there is space in between. At last, after writing your short and crisp and brief paragraph, in the end you will mention the regards like thank you, and at last you can write your name, and then finally in the end, after finishing your writing section, you are going to click on send button. When you click on the send button, that email will be forwarded to the receiver. Now students, after this format, I will give you one written example of an email which you all will read and understand carefully, after which you will follow the same and you will write an email yourself, which I will describe to you how. Now students, let us look at this one sample exercise which I have written for all of you. And similar to this, you can understand the procedure entirely and do your own questions yourself. The question is, you are Vinny or Vinay living in Moti Nagar, New Delhi, Block A. Draft an email to the sanitation inspector of your area to complain regarding the untidy disposal of garbage since a few days. So this is your question, and you have to create an email based on the details which are given in the question. So now let us look at the format. The first thing we will do is to, the column where you will write the receiver's email. So I have just made up an email ID to give you as an example. After the second column, that is CC and BCC. Now here in this email, I have not used these two columns since I told you they are not very much of use to us in email writing, which you can do only when you want to write it to multiple people. But here we are writing this email to only one person, which is the sanitation inspector. So CC and BCC columns will be left empty. Next, subject. Subject matter I told you should be used in hardly 1 or 2, 3 words, which should be the in short brief of the entire email. So since this is a complaint email, you will write the subject as complaint of sanitation. Then we will come to the main space where we will write the email, and as I told you earlier, you have to start with the greeting. So the first greeting will be dear madam or sir. After writing your greeting, you will come to the main body of your email. So see, you can here look at the example which I have written for all of you. Let us read out and understand the language. This is to inform you regarding the untidy ways of garbage disposal in our area since last 1 week, as the garbage carriers are also irregular and the sanitation workers are not taking any proper measures. This lack of sanitation has affected the environment of our area severely, which may lead to bad health issues if strict actions are not taken immediately. On the behalf of my society, I am writing this request to you to please look into the matter. After this, students, again I have made spacing to give you an example on how to use spacing. Then we come to the last salutation or regards as thank you and anticipating your response soon. Thank you and anticipating your response soon. This line means that you are thankful for writing and also you are expecting strict actions to be taken very soon. Then at last you will write regards, and then after that regards you will another in the next line write Winnie or Vinay based on you. Okay students, this was the body of your email. I have explained to you the points of remembering, then the format, and then one sample exercise. Okay students, I hope all the explanation which I gave you on picture were clear to all of you. First we have discussed the definition of email writing. Then we have discussed what are the points important to remember when we are studying and practicing email writing. Next we came to the format and some specific details regarding how to construct your email. After that I have given you one sample exercise which I have written for all of you. I have shown you how to format and how to create an email. Now based on this, in today's description box I have given you question of email writing, of which you will give me answers in an email itself. In the description box, in the home assignment, I am mentioning an email ID which is mine, and I want all of you to write the email to me so that I can see your answers and understand how much you are able to comprehend based on this video lesson. So today's task, please listen carefully and do it carefully. You will open the description box. There you will find the question of email writing which you all have to attempt from your own homes, and I have mentioned the email ID on which you will be sending an actual original self-written email to me. It will be received by me and I will see how much properly you have understood the format and how much you are able to do it in practice yourself. So students, that's it for today. Make sure you open the description box and see the home assignment. I will be waiting for all of your answers on the email ID which I am giving in the home assignment. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye. Don't forget to write the email. Okay.